right, guys, the bread now, I'm going to check it and see what it looks like. Right now, it is at the so I will crank it over to 400. It is almost done. I'm going to show you in the oven if I can. I'm going to bring you guys down. You guys are on a tripod, so I am lucky that I can do that really fast. Hopefully now you can see better in. It looks more brown on camera than it really is. I'm trying to bring you guys down without like shocking you to death. It's like that. It's slightly brown, but it's not all the way. Now that I've like taken all the heat out of the oven, I have to like let it sit now. Bring you guys back up to the level you were at. Also, my tripod does not have that thing at the bottom that it's supposed to have to keep the legs from going all the way down. So instead, I'm having to like manually put it back in the hole every time because it does fall. So that's another problem. I need a new tripod, but I don't want to spend the money. So right now we just wait, and we're gonna wait on the oven. Again, I have it at 400. So I gotta move you a little bit. We have it at 400. And guys, when my cheese here, this chow cheese is still cold. And I'm going to try one really fast. I have to get, it's warming up, but it's still cold, like to the touch. So it's not gone bad, thank God. I need a knife. But I don't want to sneeze either. I've got like this sneeze coming, and I can feel the sneeze. Hold on. Proper way to sneeze. If I can sneeze. I'm trying not to sneeze, but like I might sneeze. Whew. Into the elbow. That way nobody gets sick. I just kind of opened it with the little knife, and well, it's a paring knife. It's not what it's for. This cheese is really good cheese. Let me move you up a little bit. This cheese is like the best cheese ever. When it comes to like vegan cheeses, this chow cheese, it's like a cheese. It's so good. It tastes like a provolone. It does. It tastes exactly like provolone. It's really nice cheese. You gotta kind of slide your finger in and do one of these, because if you don't, it's a really delicate cheese and it might crack. But it is so good. I love chow cheese. I used to eat cheese so much that I was like, I don't know how to explain it, like almost addicted to cheese. I used to eat cheese on everything and honey mustard. Honey mustard was my jam. You can check out old videos I have done where I talk about the honey mustard by Sweet Baby Ray's. I now don't eat honey mustard from Sweet Baby Ray's. I go to the Daya brand, but this is the best. Now that it's at 400, the very last 15 minutes, once it gets browner at the top and it's golden brown, I'm going to cook it just a little extra because I'm going to be putting some of this cheese on top, and I'm going to see what it does. I'm kind of curious to see if it'll be leaving that kind of melty, cheesy thing on top that when you bake it, it'll create like a cheesy crust. I'm wanting to try that. This is a different recipe than what I did last time. Last time, actually, that was out, thank God. Last time I used this seasoning all over the flour before I even added the milk and added everything. So this is what I used, and it tastes so good with this recipe. But my mom can't have it. And that's sad because I'm going to be giving her half of my loaf, or at least a couple slices of my loaf. But I couldn't do it last time because it contains oregano. And oregano is something she cannot have. So I'm going to be trying a different way of doing it. After I make the cheese, I'm going to clean up this whole mess off camera when the live stream is completely over. And I will be getting a shower, going over to my mom's house. I'm going to do like a vlog as well today, but it's not going to go up until maybe tomorrow or the day after. I'm honestly not sure exactly when. And I'm going to be updating you guys on what goes on in my day and stuff like that. I'm trying to get as much, I guess, what do you say, work in as I can, because I'm really wanting to get you guys to understand my life and what I do and kind of get to know me even more. And Mr. Beard. Mr. Beard is so awesome. You guys are going to love him because I know I do. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. He's a really awesome person. Mr. Beard also works on trucks. That is what he does during his day. He works for a company that fixes trucks for big companies like Cat and things like that. And he also works on trucks that, you know, are, I forget what they're called, but like those big ones where they have the tarp over top of them so nothing falls out, things like that. At least I think he works on cats. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna have to ask him that question. But I do know he works on big, huge trucks, and that's what he does all day. Mr. Beard works 10-hour weeks, or not 10-hour weeks. What do you say? 10-hour a day for 4 days a week. So he's getting his 10 hours in. Hard to explain. Again, I am autistic, so I'm trying to like talk the right way. That's not easy. He does that during the week, and he comes over every Thursday, and he stays from Thursday to Sunday, and then on Sunday he goes home. So it's a really awesome, you know, thing that we've got going on in that regard for like our schedule. So we're going to be able to do videos on weekends. And this weekend coming up, we are, like I said earlier in the one of the previous live streams, there is going to be a video we're due this weekend where we try on shoes at the shoe stores with those little tiny little socks. They're like these like pantyhose, but they're like really little and they go over. And since Mr. Beard's got really big feet, it's gonna be funny because him trying to struggle to get these shoes on and these socks on, it's just gonna be so funny. I'm thinking we might go to Payless if those stores still exist, because that's the last store I remember seeing those little things at. I don't want to have to like travel all over the place and like find different stores and stuff, because that would be a lot of gas, and I'm the kind of person who I don't want to waste his gas making a YouTube video. So I kind of want to make it responsibly, you know, and kind of cut down on time by Googling ahead of time. And I'm off today, right? So I can actually, like, from my day job, so I'm off and I can actually do the research. And that might actually go into my video coming up too, me researching different stores and stuff. It's going to be fun. Like this whole thing is going to be fun. Let me check this thing. I don't think I set the timer, which kind of sucks. No, I didn't, but I can still check it. So let's check. There we go. You guys can't see it for what the... Oh, I touched the wrong thing. That was hot. Can't see it for what it really is. Let me grab this. Never grab stuff with a hand that's not covered. You do that, you're going to burn yourself to death. It's getting very, very close to being done. It is pretty done, but what I'm going to do now is add strips of the Chow cheese. Chow, again, is like my favorite vegan cheese. I love Daya, don't get me wrong. Everyone goes for Daya or Daya. But this cheese, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a very good cheese. Like you can't go wrong with this cheese. That's why I got this cheese when I knew I was going to do it. I kept hoping that the food shortages that we're having at the grocery stores would not lead to this being out, because I really, really wanted to get this cheese. I'm kind of just putting it everywhere in like little strips because I'm wanting this cheese to melt at the very last bit of time. Whew, that was hot. I accidentally touched it. Oh, whew. Don't burn yourselves, guys. It is very easy to do. You're not really able to get everything as close as you want it. Okay. Now I'm going to pop this back in the oven to just melt that cheese. And then once it's melted, I'm going to cut some on that round tray that's over here. I know y'all have seen it at least once today because I'm really not great at this, but at least try. And cheese is already starting to melt, so it's going to be pretty quickly melted. And once it's melted, we'll get ready for the tasting parts, I guess. As Hiroyuki Tadada on Diaries of a Master Sushi Chef says, oh, the tasting parts. He goes, oh, now time for the tasting parts, or something like that. I used to watch their channel all the time. I was actually, look, I'm going to eat more cheese because it's so tasty. I was watching Hiroyuki Tadada when he was still at the Novi Bar and Kitchen and Bar, Grill and Bar. It was that pink, or like a pinkish red logo. Like I can't describe that color. It's not really red, and it's not really a light pink either. It's like this kind of reddishy color. And I was watching their videos back when they still went and worked at that place. I don't know if they own that place. I don't know what. He was just an employee. Like I can't remember. But Hiroyuki and his cameraman are really awesome. If you do eat meats and fish and stuff like that, and you like to eat that food, their channel would be a great channel to watch. Also, Taida, I cannot pronounce your name. I am so sorry. You are a really nice person, and I really like your videos too. She is a really nice person to watch. Every once in a while, she will comment on my videos, and I'm so proud that I have a fan base that is from all over the world because I love Cambodian food. I love watching those videos. I may be vegan, but I still appreciate that food. I also like watching Soros, S-R-O-S, Soros, and she's very good. I like to watch food from all over the place. And I appreciate my followers and my people who like my videos, whatever you want to be called. I appreciate you guys from everywhere. There's a lot of really cool food out there. I want to, in my lifetime, eat everything the world has to offer, but in a responsible way. Like if it's something that I know is an endangered species, I won't eat it. I'm vegan here in the States because the way the US does our food industry is so screwed up that I have to be. But if it's somewhere else in another country where they're surviving on that industry, then I'll eat that food, because I know that it helps them, their family. But here in the States, I have This tastes so good. Another reason I'm vegan is because of the animals. We treat them so bad here that it's ridiculous. In other countries, they kill them in the right way, and they kill animals in a way where, yes, they don't want to die. Yes, killing is still wrong, but they do it in such a way where the animal doesn't suffer, and they're doing it to feed their family because they don't have any other way to feed their family. So it's respectable. Here in the States, we mass slaughter so bad that it's ridiculous. And we do it the wrong way. We're hanging them upside down and slicing their throats and stuff like that, and letting them just choke on their own blood. It's disgusting. So that's why I'm vegan. But in other countries, they do it to sustainably feed their family, and they have to, and there's nothing else they can do because it's just what's abundance and it's what's there. So I applaud them for it, and I'm happy that they're able to feed their families and actually have the money to do so. But here, we don't have to. This cheese is so awesome, guys. I'm going to check the bread now and see if it's actually melted the cheese. Hey, you guys, quit that stuff. Hey, Athena. Dogs are playing and they're going to make a lot of noise. They're cute, but they make a lot of noise. Here, I gotta make this bigger slightly. Because I gotta get all the way underneath it. Looks a bit odd. I almost said off, but odd. I need to add more cheese. Might just add slices over top of it now. Because I think, personally, in my opinion, I need more cheese. I love cheese. When I was still eating a lot of the animal-based products and stuff, I was addicted to cheese to the point where I ate so much cheese as a kid. My grandmother said, "You'll turn into a cheese if you eat too much cheese." I know she wasn't being serious, and she was just saying that so I would quit eating so many cheese balls out of the barrel. But hey, she at least tried to stop me from eating so much cheese. I thought just making strips would work. But this cheese is a non-traditional cheese. It is made with fermented tofu, last I checked, and it is really good because it's not nasty flavored like a stinky tofu might be. It's actually a really good cheese. I'm going to pop this back in and see what this does now. So food experiments, to be honest. And I love food experiments, as they call them, because you never know how something's going to turn out until you try. My bread recipe that I made the other day that I showed a video of on my Instagram, if you do follow me on Instagram, it will help you guys out a lot to know when I upload, because I always will say like, you know, new video out tomorrow, or new video out now, or something like that, to kind of get you guys to know like, hey, there's going to be something here, because sometimes I get in that mode where I'm working too hard and I can't do very much, and then there's times where I do a whole lot and I'm really happy. So, you know, I'm aiming to do at least weekly updates on my YouTube channel during the week, and then doing all my cool stuff on weekends, because my hours are weird. I sometimes work 37 hours in a week, which is a lot for me, because the fact that I do have a learning disability and it makes it difficult. And then sometimes I don't get a lot of hours and I can record more videos. But I really want YouTube to be the one thing that I keep in my life, because out of anything else, it's what I stick to. That and music. I sing on an app called Star Maker. And I use the Smule app as well. And those are this and that are the only two things that are constants, other than Mr. Beard. He's always been there. Even when we were kids, he's always been there for me. So I want to keep doing YouTube, and I want to keep doing all this. So if I do have to take a break, you know, please forgive me. Like if I'm not recording one day and I sleep for like 4 hours, during the daytime. Like, that's how late I sleep. I get like, extra sleep. Forgive me, because I work my ass off for being 4'9" and trying to do things in a neurotypical world as a person who's neurotypically atypical. So it kind of makes things difficult, but I try my best. I really do. I don't let this autism and other things that I deal with take over my life. I just deal with them the best way I can, because honestly, I don't want them to define me. But sometimes it does, unfortunately. Like at work, I need extra help sometimes because I can't understand something. It's not that I'm stupid, it's that it's the way they're telling me and their facial expressions and me trying to understand what they're trying to say. That's what gets me. So I'm going to check this bread one more time and see if it's melted. The cheese on top, because I like cheese. I go ape for cheese. Hey, it's melted. It looks really weird, but hey, it's melted. Let me poke it really fast. Yeah, it's definitely melted. Okay. Yay. I might cook it just a little bit longer though, because yes, it's melty, but at the same time, it's not crispy melty, it's just melted. So I'm going to pop that back in just a little longer to make sure that the cheese is at like crispy stage, and also because I keep opening the oven, the heat keeps dropping. So I'm going to go get me some water in the garage, and then I will come right back in here because I am thirsty. And being thirsty is not good. Water. Oh, that is cold. Not only that, it went down my shirt. I'm like literally dabbing it with my undershirt. Or actually, I don't even know if I'm wearing an undershirt. Yeah, I'm wearing an undershirt. I forgot what I was wearing today because I've worn it all day. So I've already you settle into your clothes, it's just you. And then you forget, wait, am I wearing a shirt? Or an undershirt or this, or, you forget after it's been a couple hours. It's coming along. I'm very, much a worrywart. Like, I don't want to burn anything, so I check quite a bit. But it's almost done. We got a few minutes, guys, and then cutting time. So this cheese is not going to waste. I'm definitely going to be eating that. But I also have to get that down so that when I get ready to get my bread out, I can lay it there. And I'm going to be cleaning up a wee bit of the area. Kind of just clean up the mess a little more because I forgot to finish that earlier. And I need to do that because it's important to always clean up your mess, especially if you're cooking, because you don't want to keep that mess lying around. And especially if you're living with other people, because you don't want to keep that lying around and having them clean it up for you. So guys, I'm just going to eat the last 2 pieces of chow cheese now because I love it so much and I don't want to just have it go bad sitting out. So as I'm cleaning, I'm going to be eating this cheese. I ate breakfast earlier, finished my cereal, got that stuff done, cleaned up, cleaned off my grandmother's bowl of cereal, got that taken care of while you guys were away. And now I gotta finish all this. I really do love cow cheese. Like, I think that when it comes to vegan cheese, that's the best cheese I found. It has a lot of good flavor. And when I say it tastes like a provolone, it literally tastes like a provolone. I've had provolone. It tastes a lot like a provolone type cheese. All right. I'm gonna lay this. Almost called it provolone. Chow cheese down on a napkin, and I'm going to check the bread because I want that cheese to be crispy. Kind of like when you go to a Subway and you get their bread with the cheese on it. I used to do that, so I remember what that's like. It's starting to crisp, but it's not all the way there yet. It's very close, so I might call it here. And then that way, when I slice into it, at least I have cheese on it. So there's that. Lucky for me, this does come out of this pan very good because I greased it earlier. It's going to be out of here very easily. I'm going to grab a knife really fast. I don't think that's going to be a good enough knife. That is a paring knife. I was just wiggling it, but I don't want to oh, that noise really bothers me. Oh, okay. Whew. I don't want to die here, but it's food. I'm not the best chef when it comes to knowing what to do, but I know enough about food to know how to make it. It's the getting it out part. Which, by the way, when I made my, God damn it, this thing. Sorry guys for the GD word if y'all are religious, but this really is hot. And I'm trying to get this out with it this hot. The very first time I made this, I also had some struggles trying to get it out too. So this isn't just the first time. This is just this hot. And last time I didn't have a spatula, so that's why I didn't think I'd be able to use one now. Come on. It's stuck on one side because of the cheese. Oh, this is going to be dangerous, man. Dangerous. Ooh. Okay. It got out unscathed. Whew. Okay. Deadly food. That's what I should call this. Deadly food. Or when food attacks. But no, I'm not. Just gonna call it, I think it's part 3, bread almost done or something, because, you know, I'm literal. It's almost done and it's bread. But I am going to cut this in half and show y'all the cross section. Can hear the crunch. And that cheese is melty. And I've squished some of the bread. My finger trying to hold it in place. And that's kind of not pretty, but at least it's going. Okay. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, yay. You guys need to see this. Like, y'all need to see this. This is so cheesy. When I pull this apart, I'm going to put it back together really quick, kind of stick it together. And that way, when I pull it, you can see what I saw. If it'll go. It had the cheese. You know where it stretches slightly? I love chow cheese. Okay. Now this is really hot, but I want to show you the inside of that. And just the outside, how all that cheese melted. And this crumb is a crumb. It's not like a underdone bread. It's really soft. Now I want you guys to try this recipe and tell me how you think it came out for you, because this is a really good bread and I need to make more. I want to make at least a loaf a week, because that way we can eat this as a family, and I feel like I'm literally providing for the family more than just like what I am now. But yeah, this is really good. Oh, it adjusted the color. That was so cool. I just looked at the computer and it was like, oh, pretty. I'm going to have to bring some of this to my mom's house. So I'm keeping half for us and half for her. So that's why I cut it in half, guys. I hope you enjoyed these live streams. And I hope that you guys really, really do this recipe, because it is a really awesome recipe. And I'm going to be getting in the shower in a little bit and going down to my mom's house if she's home and giving her some of my bread. I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I hope you stay tuned for upcoming videos, especially this weekend's video, because it's going to be a really cool and funny one. So have a great night, great day, great everything. Bye, guys.